Very interesting. What is it that is giving you the confidence that our economy is very resilient? It will be able to withstand the world economic shocks, which provide the context within which we operate.
You are saying you are going to reduce the total public debt, you are going to reduce on the domestic debt, but on the other hand, you are going to increase on external financing. How does the two strategies speak to each other? Because this country wants to see a reduction on borrowing.
We are a very resilient economy by virtue of our structure as a country, as an economy, having gifts of nature, but also having a very resilient population, producing its own food, and also managing their cost of living. So the drivers, honorable members, is the oil and gas that we are investing in right now. That's why we are prioritizing it.
In order to fund the key priority sectors, government expenditures will have to be constrained to fit within the expected resources.
The budget should be incremental. Don't touch my money, even if the priorities are there. Gandhi, borrow and fund the priorities. We are saying, and we are proposing to Parliament to adopt this method really. It will save us the debt burden in the future, near future. When we say and agree on the goal, that these are the priorities, let the resources move from areas which are ceasing to be priorities, except the fundamentals.
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gwitabinji, UBC News.
Now, a soldier who allegedly killed his wife before dumping her body in a military cantonment in Kabamba, Mubende district, has appeared before court here in Kampala. Major Gordon Joel Atwebembere allegedly killed his wife, Marion Tukamuhebwa, by setting her on fire. Atwebembere is being pinned of the murder at the General Court Martial in Mashindye. We have more in this story.
A UPDF soldier, Major Gordon Joel Atwebembere, has been pinned of alleged involvement in the murder of his wife Marion Tukamuhebwa and dumping her body at a military camp. Atwebembere, aged 47, is being tried at the General Court Martial in Mashindye on the offences related to the murder of his wife Marion Tukamuhebwa. The first witness in the matter, Detective Corporal Eliot Tuliamreba, pinned Atwebembere over the murder.
Just as it is even at this time,
Tuliamreba says during investigations, they received information about Tukamuhebwa's death from an officer who found her body dumped in the army camp at Kabamba.
The accused person told me the disagreement stemmed from the fact that the deceased wanted to conceive such that they have the second child, which the accused person objected, because the accused person said the deceased was HIV positive, which could not allow to have carnal knowledge with her.
He further explained to court that on checking the deceased's phone, she had last talked to her husband Atwebembere Gordon, which forced them to arrest him.
He was transferred to CMI headquarters, from where he recorded his plain statement and charge and caution as well. The accused strangled the deceased with a white scarf which he had tied around her neck before punching her on the side of the neck that had an ailment of goiter.
After hearing from the witness, court set the 17th of this month to proceed with the hearing of the case. Meanwhile, the same court had from the third witness, SSP Ogenmungu Lawrence, in the case where 12 people accused of killing a UPDF detective, Sergeant Fred Chemonges. Ogenmungu Lawrence was the one who recorded a statement from the main accused person, Anchan Bob.
earlier he had told me that the two offenses of murder and attempted murder were alleged to have taken place on the 16th of May 2019 at Namwasi village in Mbale district.
He says accused Anchan Bob explained to him on their collaborations with other accused persons in carrying out armed robbery in different parts of the country. Ongeni Mungu also highlights on how Anchan told him about the attack on the late Detective Sergeant Chemonges in Mbale.
The suspect was suspected to have murdered, according to the brief, was Detective Sergeant Chemonges' friend.
According to Ogemungu's testimony, the accused were also involved in murdering 4 people in 2019. Court adjourned the hearing to the 17th of this month. Rebecca Nantongo, Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
Now, the Master of Ceremonies at Freedom City Mall end-of-year concert, Francis Elvis Juko, has been charged with 10 counts of rash, negligence and 3 counts of causing bodily harm. He pleaded not guilty to the offences.
Court in Machinde Division has charged and remanded the one Francis Elvis Juko, the MSAT stampede that occurred at Freedom City on 31st December 2022 and 1st January 2023. Francis Elvis Juko was charged with 10 counts of rash and negligent and 3 counts of causing harm, which led to the death of 10 people following a stampede that happened at Freedom City in Kampala. Elvis Francis Juko pleaded not guilty to all the alleged offences. Prosecution informed court that investigations in the matter are still ongoing. She requested for more time. Francis Elvis Juko has been added on the charge sheet, where Abe Musenguza alias Abidex was charged last week with 10 counts of the same offences. Prosecution alleges that one other still at large on 1st January 2023 while at Freedom City in Kampala caused the death of 10 people, including injuring 3. Before Magistrate Eru Iga, court adjourned the matter to 10th January 2023 for mention of the matter. Talking to Elias Lukwago, lawyer for the accused person after court, he had this to say.
But we still insist that for justice to be done and to be seen to be done, there are people who should be in the dock and they are not here. Specifically the police officers were on duty and their role was to maintain law and order, to control the crowds. But even the commandant of police is not here, is not in the dock. That's very, very unfair. The manager of the place.
It was on program. So, as we family members, tubadde tusaba muganda waffe tumweyimirire kubanga alina family, alina abaana.
Francis Elvis Juko and his co-accused are remanded to Ruzila Government Prison. In another development, Chira Magistrate Court has charged and remanded a businessman, Sulait Semakula, the owner of Sema Properties, on 4 counts of causing malicious damage to a property of a one Namazi Helena.
Ebuloli zone Namugongo Mwakiso, mubugenderevu era ng'omenya amateeka wayonona emiti ne fence ngeno yali ebikondo bya concrete nga byali bya Helena Namazi ng'omenya amateeka namba 335 akawaire akasooka mu bugenderevu era ng'omenya amateeka wayonona emiti ne fence eya concrete ebikondo bya concrete nga bino byali bya Helena Namazi.
Sulait Semakula pleaded not guilty to all the alleged offences. Through his lawyer George Muhanji, the accused prayed court to be granted bail by presenting sureties, although prosecution objected to all the prayers.
To always appear in court as and when is required, and just in case he's not able, for them to appear in court and inform court of his whereabouts.
Sulait Semakula was remanded to Zila Government Prison until 23rd January 2023, when court would leave a ruling in his bail application. The accused was arrested by State House Anti-Corruption Unit, together with other security operatives. Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
A senior presidential advisor on public relations, Mary Karoro Okrut, has embarked on construction of a sanitary pad manufacturing factory in Bushenyi district. Ms. Karoro is the former Minister General Duties, Office of the Prime Minister.
The former Minister General Duties Office of the Prime Minister, Mary Karoro Okrut, has embarked on putting up a pads factory in Bushenyi district, following an increase in the number of girls missing out on education.
Factory here. Hat factory ejo hino bunaza buhindi niyo nihire idea ya factory eyo kora pads zabishiki konka okukozesa ebigogo mu mutumba so nokukozesa local materials nkaza yo nareba factory ejo nareba sente zokora pads zitari nyingi nagira ntikanchi twari ubwitu abokuba research neyoreka ngo hariho abana babishiki bingi abakurwa mu ishomero abokuba tubakubasa kuguraki ebyokwebindisa.
It's the first of its kind and has been embraced by the district and religious leaders.
Tukashabire nka district leadership muhandikira government na watari na honorable Mary kugera ku government because I think it will be project first of its kind yo kushoza sanitary pads in the whole of Uganda. Government funding ejikoreho.
It's located in Katungu in Bushenyi Shaka municipality and also has a skilling center to cater for more than 5,000 girls.
So at the skilling center ni manyangu tuzakore bintu binji kumwe abakuba hati mwenyeto binji abakwetenga skills harimo abachara harimo abashija n'umbimanyi so at the skilling center
A very good initiative there, and we applaud Mary Karoro Okrut for that initiative. To Gomba now, where Gomba West Member of Parliament Robin Arwakojo has urged the public to be vigilant in caring for their well-being. She was addressing people that turned up for a health camp at Chai sub-county in Gomba district. Take a watch.
Gomba West Member of Parliament Robin Arwakojo has held a health camp in her constituency to enable those in hard-to-reach areas of Chai sub-county in Gomba district access health care. Robin Arwakojo says that she decided to hold a health camp on realizing that residents of Chai sub-county were burdened due to the long distances they have to travel to access the nearest health unit.
I held this health camp because there were so many needs that these people had. First of all, they said they were being mistreated in the hospitals. The doctors and nurses were rude to them. They were selling them government drugs, mama kits and other things, and they were mishandling them. They were chasing them away and telling them to go and deliver in other areas like in Gombe. The facilities are small. Then people were also worried about their health status. Someone imagines that they have a certain disease and it remains in their brain.
Area leaders narrated to their Member of Parliament what they often go through to ensure their residents are catered for.
See, within 4 hours, we have worked on 500 plus people here. So it shows that people are sick and they don't have money to take them to other big hospitals to get good services. So really we call upon the government to come and help us, the people of Chai. And we are lacking a maternity ward. Besides that, and even the store where they keep drugs, the ceiling is leaking. So really I call upon the government to come and intervene and help the people of Chai.
Residents also asked their legislator to the medical workers to desist from mistreating patients seeking medical attention.
Kusomozebwa kati kyalina mu byobulamu ku ddwaliro lyaffe ery'Ekyai. Eddwaliro eryo terina maternity ward, abakyala mwe bazaalira. Mpozi n'entambula nga ambulance eyinza okubayambako singa waba wabaddeko obuzibu bwonna ku ddwaliro ng'omuntu yeetaagisa okumulifaringa ng'eggombe oba mu malwaliro gaffe amanene nga Mulago.
The Member of Parliament also urged residents to go slow on consuming concentrated milk as it might cause them health-related problems and urged them to consume balanced diet. Report compiled by Ongeso Godwin Mark and Kayumba Stephen, UBC News in Gomba.
News Tonight will take a short break and return with the latest in business. Stay with us.
Send transport to the wrong person. Here's how to reverse it with MTN Mobile Money. Dial *165#. Select My Account. Select Initiate Reversal. You will see your last 3 transactions. Select the transaction you want to reverse. Enter your mobile money PIN and you'll get an SMS confirmation that the transaction has been blocked from being withdrawn. And that's it. Please note, only transactions that haven't been withdrawn can be reversed.
Over the years, we've dreamed to get onto the world stage. We've had that dream crushed. We've witnessed a total defeat of what could have been our greatest moment. We've felt our spirits go up, only to take a hard fall. We've had our fires burn out and leave only scars. We've seized the wind and had it pulled from our grasp. We've seen pain and we've seen loss of the last fragments of hope. But we are made of resilience, and resilience never stops dreaming. So, we will dream even bigger with the Cranes Cup Bowl 2026. Together, let's take Uganda to the next FIFA World Cup.
Together, let's take Uganda to the next FIFA World Cup. For every Now Special you buy, we will give 50 shillings to the Uganda Cranes 2026 fund. You will also get the chance to choose how the Cranes Cup Bowl contributions are spent. Now Special, official beer of the FIFA World Cup and official beer partner of the Uganda Cranes.
Alcohol is not for sale to persons under 18. Please drink responsibly.
Hey!
Paying your bills the old way.
Let's go. Just need to buy some power.
Paying your bills with the My Airtel app.
Bro, there's a line.
You have the power in your pocket. The power to instantly pay your bills hassle-free. Unlock that power with the My Airtel app. Visit the App Store or Google Play now.
Oh, you're back.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend surfaces. Roofing's, strength of a nation. It's super fast internet. Oh, it's a super camera. It's a super battery.
One battery phone.
Yeah, it's a super deal. Get the Kabode Super from MTN now at a reduced initial deposit of only 49,000 shillings and pay the balance in Pola for as low as 833 shillings per day. Grab this Super Kabode deal this Christmas and get 2 GB of free MTN data every month for 8 months. Get the Kabode Super now from any MTN shop countrywide. Everywhere you go, MTN. Regulated by UCC.
The Ministry of Health reminds the public that Ebola is real and we must do whatever is required to prevent getting new cases. We therefore encourage everyone to remain vigilant and not to relax on Ebola. The symptoms of Ebola include sudden onset of fever, severe headache, muscle pain, weakness, sore throat, vomiting, bloody diarrhea, and in some cases, bleeding from the body openings. Please seek medical help from your nearest health center if you detect any Ebola symptoms. The sooner you start treatment, the higher your chances of survival. Please inform your nearest health center if you identify anyone with such symptoms. To prevent Ebola from spreading, follow the Ministry of Health and World Health Organization guidelines on Ebola. Wash your hands regularly with clean water and soap. Ensure safe and dignified burials of Ebola victims. Avoid handshaking and hugging. For more information on what you need to know and do concerning Ebola, please call toll-free 0800 100 066 or SMS 8500.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and in partnership with the Interreligious Council of Uganda, Buganda Kingdom and Kampala Capital City Authority.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is no longer news that Ebola is with us. Please wash your hands with the soap every now and then. For the entire business community, ladies and gentlemen, let us lead by example. Let us sensitize our customers and let us be cautious. Avoid handshaking, avoid the hugs, because it is dangerous for everyone.
If you, your loved ones, or anyone else in your community is experiencing any Ebola signs and symptoms, immediately inform the health officials in your area. You can also call 0800 100 066 or text 8500 for free to notify the health authorities. Together, we can beat Ebola. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from USAID, WHO, and UNICEF.
Are you tired of high fees and slow transfer time when sending money? Look no further. Airtel Money is here to revolutionize the way you move your money. We have revised our rates, and now sending money from Airtel to other networks in Uganda, East Africa, and to the rest of the world has never been more affordable. Plus, you can trust Airtel Money to get your money where it needs to go quickly and safely. Simply dial *185# and start sending money. Switch to Airtel Money today and experience unbeatable rates and top-notch services for all your local and international money transfer needs. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back from that break, and this is our second and final edition of News Tonight here on UBC TV. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijananguman. Let's talk business. The Uganda Tourism Board has pledged to ramp up its effort that's geared at positioning the country as the tourism destination in Africa that provides everything that Africa has to offer. According to Lilia Jarova, wholesome marketing initiative makes it cost-effective for the potential tourists. Dennis Tigoa reports.
Coming from the brand Refreshment to explore Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, in 2022, the approach of Marketing Destination Uganda is to get the world to know that Uganda has diverse tourism attractions and variety, says Lilia Jarova, the Chief Executive Officer, Uganda Tourism Board.
No, we are the Pearl of Africa, because the depth, the range, and the variety of what Africa has as a continent, we have it here in this unique country called Uganda. So with that, our approach of Marketing Destination Uganda is to get the world to know that we have the variety, we have the diversity. You can come for wildlife experience, you can come for cultural experience, you can come for adventure experience, hiking the Rwenzoris, Elgon Kadam, name it, marine tourism.
In 2023, the Tourism Board, a statutory organization with a mandate to promote and popularize Uganda as a top tourism destination, is pledging to put more wood in the fire. Uganda Tourism Board is laying strategies geared at positioning Uganda as a top global film location destination and business tourism.
Film producers just get to know, they just need to know that this is a country where they would get lots of film locations where they don't have to spend anything to make sets. They will just have to put their cameras there, and you have these amazing backgrounds with waterfalls, the mountains, the gorges, the forest, and all that. Naturally, natural setup. You don't need to spend any money. So it is another direction as well we are taking, besides promoting the experiences that people can get.
However, as the tourism-aligned public entities plan and strive to market the country, their efforts are often ruined by the lack of substantial resources allocated to the sector.
Yes, as we plan and we want to do all these things, of course, the major challenge is always the resources to invest in what we have to do, the development of the products and then the marketing as well. It's a big challenge. It's really a big challenge as a sector. We still have a challenge with the budget ceiling that is allocated to us.
Dennis Igoa and Juman Samba for UBC News.
And finally, let's have a look at sports news, and we're looking at baseball. Dodgers Academy and the Uganda Little League Baseball have exported another sports talent to the United States of America. The Academy and Uganda Little League Baseball are housed at the AVR Ace School in Nachirebe that has a current intake of about 100 students concurrently pursuing education and sports. John Ban Sentamo gives us more.
Another baseball player from the Dodgers Academy and Uganda Little League Baseball in Nakirebe Mpigi district is destined for the U.S. to pursue education at the University of St. Thomas in Houston, Texas.
I started baseball in around 2013, where I didn't know anything about baseball, so it was a new sport to me. I just saw people playing, then I decided to join in and play the game as well. So when I played, it was fun and I enjoyed the game. So with time, my mom at some point refused me from playing because at some point they hit me with the ball, I think the eye, and it got somehow swollen, and she was like, you know, this is a dangerous sport, you should stop playing, and she refused me from playing, but I insisted, I kept on playing. So and until some point she was like, okay, continue playing your game, but make sure you keep yourself safe.
Nicholas Alumai will pursue a bachelor's degree in engineering while making attempts to join the pro rank in the lucrative Major League Baseball.
Learning how to achieve and excel at a U.S. university will be the biggest thing. So I think the off the field adjustments are going to be the biggest for him because we know on the field he will have a lot of success.
Isaac Odong is a fellow student at University of St. Thomas, while Ben Serunkum and Mare Umar will officially join the Dodgers franchise after a year on trials in the Dominican Republic.
One of the things I know about him is a guy that wants to get better at doing stuff. He's a guy that always wakes up in the morning and he wants to be better than he was yesterday.
To the Dodgers Academy and Uganda Little League Baseball, this latest addition is testimony of hard work, and they believe many others will follow the trail. The Dodgers Academy and Uganda Little League Baseball is a brainchild of Professor Richard Stanley and started as a basic school, but has now grown by leaps and bounds.
Sports gives him an opportunity to help get to partial scholarships or full scholarships in the U.S. And this is what we want. We want people in Uganda to know that there's things you can do, and sports is part of it. And unfortunately, it has not been the past history. But in the U.S., sports are important. It gives you a way of having a good time, a good life, and participating with a whole bunch of other people in things that you can enjoy.
Uganda Baseball and Softball Association President Felix Okuye applauds the Dodgers Academy and Uganda Little League Baseball and promises a better working relationship to spur success.
We are aspiring to lead baseball in Africa. Right now we are at the position of number 2, but we believe with such, this will give us more room to rise to the top and then carry Africa to the rest of the world.
John Barnes Sentamo with that story there, and of course that story brings us to the end of this second and final edition of News Tonight here on UBC this Monday, the 9th day of January 2023. Thank you so much for having kept us company. My name is Rukiri Edward Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed night and catch you tomorrow.
BBC, inspiring Uganda. Paying for groceries